Welcome to the wasted world of sports, where the game's just a backdrop for drunken retorts. Rugby league or union, it's all fair play, but it's the banter that steals the show. Hey, 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 hey. Ahoy, we're here to make some noise. It's all about the laughs, the fun, and the joys. Join us in our world where the banter is prime. Wasted world of sports, we're having a good time. Scrums and tries, they're all well and good, but we're here for the jokes and take pads last from the kickoff to the final whistle blow. We'll take the two and we're ready to go. Ahoy, we're here to make some noise. It's all about the laughs, the fun, and the joys. Join us in our world where the banter is prime. Wasted world of sports, we're having a good time. We break down the plays, but it's all in jest. With the laugh and the cheer, we bring out our best. No serious analysis, no expert critiques, just a bunch of mates sharing plenty of drinks. No way to roll, from sideline jokes to post-match tales, all big goofs and their big fails. We're not so serious, and that's our style. With each ahoy, we raise our skies. Ahoy, ahoy, we're here to make some noise. It's all about the laughs, the fun, and the joys. Join us in our world where the banter is prime. Wasted world of sports, we're having a good time. So
World of sports, eh?
Oh, he's copped a head right to the nuts. Tedesco's butt crack.
Ahoy!
He's nearly taken security's head off.
I have no idea what the wasted world of sports is.
Wasted World of Sports, ahoy, how is everybody doing? Nice to see you here. Thursday night footy. What the hell? Undercut. We're talking about hairstyles. I love a good chat about hairstyles. Alright, that's the most camp this stream's ever gotten. Well, not necessarily. I mean, blokes can be into hairstyles, right? Pube styles at that, right? Yeah, I'm in need of a little bit of a freshen up down there, so to speak. Manscaped.com. Oh, Christ, I can't remember my promo code. Ah, would have been a perfect sponsorship break for Manscaped.com promo code. Probably the promo code's probably wasted, but I mean, don't do that because I don't know if that's actually correct or not. I need to look into it. Jesus. See, I want to do this full time. I would love nothing more than to do this full time, but swear to God, I miss out on all these opportunities. Right. Anyway, moving right along. Welcome along, everyone. Wasted World of Sports. Nice to have you here. Thursday night footy. And we have a potential blockbuster in the making. XJC says, Dan, do you have another job other than streaming? Yes, I'm a full-time graphic designer. That is my Monday through Friday 9 to 5 job. Graphic design. That's why I like to think that all the YouTube thumbnails and the on-screen graphics and everything, I would like to think that they're on point because, I mean, honestly, if our on-screen graphics and thumbnails and everything are crap, I've got no excuse because it's what I do for a living. So, yeah, I mean, honestly, do let us know. Do tell me if you think that our graphics are bollocks. Yeah, it's very valuable feedback. The thumbnails remind you of a man who loves beer and footy. Well, you know, I've obviously captured the... Anyway, I digress. We are very rapidly approaching kickoff, and we do have a pre-game to get through. So, I will say a big ahoy and cheers to everyone who's joined us out there in the chat room for a moment. A segment that is becoming ever so slightly more popular as we go through a little bit of a pre-game. And we dissect what we may be about to see here tonight, because I know a big portion, much like myself, of the Wasted Water Sports family, they love a little sports gamble. Yes, they love a little punt. So I love to give you some of my personal thoughts and predictions on what might be coming up. So let's get into it, shall we? So this is, first and foremost, potentially, not only is it a battle for the minor premiership. Now, Melbourne can still lose this match and win the minor premiership, by the way. There's more on the line here for the Panthers. But having said that, who cares necessarily about the minor premiership? Now, I know that it's a nice thing to have and whatnot, but ultimately, whether you finish first on the table or second, it doesn't really matter. First or second, you still get a home final. You still get that second chance if need be. That's all. First or second, I really don't think it matters apart from the cachet of saying we won the minor premiership. But that's not here nor there. It is also potentially a preview of the grand final, because I don't see anyone, honestly, as good as the Bulldogs are going at the moment. I don't see anybody else but perhaps a full strength and on fire Roosters team being capable, I suppose, of taking the Panthers or the Storm at the moment. I feel like we are on track for a Storm Panthers grand final. So we've got a minor premiership battle and a potential grand final preview. So you would be expecting that perhaps the game between these two sides will be close, right? I mean, that's what you would expect. I throw the names out there. Melbourne Storm. Everybody's lagging. Or just 3 people. 4 people? 5 people? A few. Okay, quite a few people lagging. Hang on. I mean, I don't think that's me. I'm just throwing that out there. Okay, we're all good now. It's settled down. Oh, hang on. Oh, something did happen. Yeah, okay. I think, yeah, there was a little bit of a delay in my alerts there. I think we were experiencing some technical difficulties. But we'll see. I think we're all good now. Frank Boff says the UK markets are tipping over on the points. Well, we'll get into that. We will certainly get into that. If I jump back to my screen here. All right, so is this game actually going to be as close as we're expecting it to be? Or are we in for a little bit of a surprise? Because I can tell you, if we have a look at the recent results between these two teams, and I would define recent, just going back a few years, right? So going back to the COVID era, there's no real point going back beyond that time. But if we go back to the COVID era, then we can have a look. Previous encounters, there is the potential for a tight one, obviously, between these two teams, because we saw in the opening round of 2021, Melbourne got a 12 points to 10 win. And in their most recent outing, Melbourne were also victors 8 points to 0. So there is definitely the potential for a low scoring of a tight affair here. But if you look at those games in between, there's only really been a couple of times where the game's truly been in the balance. It seems like in these previous games, one team has a tendency to get on a roll. It's almost like Storm and Panthers. Both of the sides are so good. If one team gets on a roll, then that's pretty much it. They run away with it. So I was actually surprised when I looked at this list of previous meetings between the two teams and the number of blowouts, or what I consider to be blowout scorelines. It's been very rare, actually, that the scores have been close. So The Panthers have been held scoreless twice, which I find really interesting. The Panthers are a difficult side to hold scoreless. Melbourne, their favourite score seems to be 6. There's a few times there, 3 times in recent years, that they've landed on 6 points. So, if you really want to put your bollocks on the chopping block, have a really hardcore, dangerous bet, then I can tell you that Melbourne are paying $13 for exact scoreline of 6 points. And for the Panthers to be held to 0, $101. To $101 they're paying out. So, hey, look, I'm not saying this will happen, by the way. I am not at all saying this will happen. I'm just saying, look at these previous results between the two teams. Pick out a couple of scores. Melbourne, they've landed on 6 a few times. The Panthers have been held scoreless a couple of times. If you've got a cheeky couple of bucks laying around, maybe worth a punt. I mean, imagine 101. The bookies are giving it 101 odds. I mean, imagine if it actually happened. And you've got a few bucks on that. That's some pocket money, yeah? That's what I call some pocket money. Now, that said, I'm obviously not really expecting that to happen. I can't imagine that either side tonight will be held to 0. But if we look at those results, keeping the Panthers under 10 points, that will be the key for the Melbourne Storm tonight. Keeping the Panthers under 10 points. Because it does seem that if the Panthers crack 10 points, so if you say 2 tries, if the Panthers get 2 tries, they probably win. When they've scored 10 points, they generally go on to win. There's only been once that they haven't gone in to win, and they got belted that night, 37 points to 10. Funnily enough, that night it was the same referee, Ashley Klein, during the COVID era. 37 points to 10. But that is the only time Panthers have scored 10 and lost to the Melbourne Storm in recent years. So that's interesting. Now, if the Panthers are going to score points, there's one man to keep an eye on. There's a man who absolutely loves to score tries against the Melbourne Storm. That's Brian To'o. Brian To'o. He absolutely loves scoring tries against the Storm. In the 2023 prelim, he scored 3. In round 23 of last year, he scored 2. And prior to that, he did score a try as well. And I'm sure in previous encounters as well, he has scored against the Melbourne Storm. I just couldn't be asked looking it up. But I'm sure he has. So, Brian To'o, anytime try scorer. I'm throwing that in there. And I can tell you that he is paying $1.63 for any time try, $8 for first try, and $3.70 for 2+ try scorer. All pretty tasty odds. And speaking of scoring tries, no matter who scores, games between these two usually fall under the line. I know that there's obviously the UK market giving overs for this one. But I'm going unders because there's only really been the 1 or 2 games that have cracked the 44.5 margin that's been given here for unders overs. And I'm talking a lot about the Panthers, obviously, but we need to talk about the Melbourne Storm. Jahrome Hughes. If Melbourne are going to win, Jahrome Hughes is going to carry this team on his back and perhaps even carry the team across the try line. He is arguably the best controlling halfback of the season so far in 2024. Arguably. And if the Melbourne Storm are going to win tonight, then he will need to have his A game on. And he might just carry himself across the try line as well. Jahrome Hughes, anytime try, $4.30. Anytime try scorer. So there you go. We're about ready for kickoff in this one. The teams are out on the field. I am leaning towards the Panthers for a victory tonight just based on the fact that they're the home side. And we'll see. Can the Panthers remain under 10 points? If we go to halftime and the Panthers are under 10 points, game on. If the Panthers score early, they could just run away with this. A lot of those results, as we just saw, a lot of those results have actually been one-sided. But anyway, that's my little pre-game analysis. I hope you enjoyed it. Now I can concentrate on the chat room as we get ready for kickoff here. Both teams out on the field. Pappenhausen is indeed playing. The Parramatta Eels bound Ryan Pappenhausen, just quietly. Ready for kickoff in this one. Panthers Storm blockbuster contest. Melbourne with the kickoff. And this game is underway. Let's see how many, if any, of my pre-game analysis bears fruit. As the Panthers take the kickoff, and there is James Fisher-Harris. What a huge inclusion Fisher-Harris is to this squad. Let's be honest about that. What a huge, huge inclusion. I mean, we didn't really get a chance to talk about it in the pregame because I only have so much time. Wolfie says, why would Eels go for Paps? He's always injured. Yeah, because there's a... let's not get into it. That's a halftime chat. The player market is a halftime chat as the Panthers get through their first set. And that is a shocking kick, to be perfectly honest. Will Warbrick brings it back and the Storm have it 30 metres out from their own line. And I've got to fix up the scoreboard here. The scoreboard, once again, is not updated. I think my scoreboard source has done me dirty these days, in all honesty. They've figured out, oi, there's some son of a bitch on YouTube and he's leeching off our thing here. We need to sort that out as Melbourne come up to halfway and they earn a penalty for a high shot. That's the first penalty of the match. So is everyone all good now with the... We seem to have lost those people that were experiencing buffering issues, but it only seemed to be a select few people. And they seem to be gone now. Penalty for the Storm. They put it into touch and they go on the attack early. Inside the Panthers 30. Blaze Talangi is indeed confirmed. A signing for the Panthers, yes. 20 metres out now, Melbourne. Cut out Hughes, goes to Pappenhausen. Pappenhausen throws it to John Cena. And Will Warbrick takes it on the sideline, and now he's driven over. Over the sideline, solid defence from the Panthers. I'm very interested to see. I'm surprised, honestly, surprised that I'm honestly surprised that they've thrown Edwards and Fisher-Harris out there. I'm so shocked by it, in all honesty. I would have thought that, oh no, there's a mistake here on play 2, and it's Dane Laurie. We saw Dane Laurie completely balls up in last week's game, wasn't it? Before the big supreme fight back against the Parramatta Eels. Dane Laurie is prone to an early mistake, and he's come up with another one. Give me $5, ahoy mate. Up at 4 a.m. Impressive effort. Geez, I don't know that I could even get up at 4 a.m. So, yeah, very impressive effort. Down the short side now go the Melbourne Storm through the hands to Grant Anderson. Draw and pass. And Anderson will score first try in the corner for the Melbourne Storm. Now, that was just a little bit too easy, if you ask me. Midfield scrum, they've gone left. Harry Grant with the double pump. Oh, now Nathan Cleary's been taken out. Nathan Cleary's been taken out, importantly, on the outside shoulder. It's the outside shoulder. And I think this is going to be pulled up for an obstruction. Let's not get too excited, Melbourne Storm fans, because this is getting pulled up for an obstruction. Nathan Cleary, it was on the outside shoulder. That's the key. Outside shoulder is an automatic penalty. Nathan Cleary is in no way getting across there to make this. Oh, try confirmed! Well, the rule book that we've seen all season long has been thrown out the window. And Grant Anderson, the try has been confirmed. And us NRL fans continue to scratch our heads and just the lack of consistency in this game just baffles us as viewers. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm more than happy for that try to be allowed. Nathan Cleary was never getting there to make an attempt to tackle, as this conversion is missed off to the left, and it remains 4-0. Nathan Cleary was never getting across to make an attempt at that tackle, but the rules are pretty black and white in that respect. Inside shoulder, outside shoulder. That was the inside shoulder. It was the inside shoulder, which, yeah. Anyway. It is what it is. That one, as the Panthers get us back underway. They go high with this kick. Not a lot of distance. Hughes races in, takes the ball and ducks into the tackle. DJ Shaq, ahoy mate. 4-0 here. The Storm. Jeez, force of habit. Sorry. Force of habit. It's like on The Simpsons, if anyone's familiar with The Simpsons, and there was that episode where Lisa acted up at the barbecue, and Marge was like, "Bart!" And Bart's standing next to her and says, "What?" And she's like, "Oh, sorry, force of habit." Lisa, no! Force of habit saying Panthers in the lead, but no! It is the Storm in the lead, 4-0. They get through their set from the restart, and the Panthers have it driven backwards in the tackle here. A 3-on-1. Big defense there on To'o. Six minutes 40 gone. Oh, you forgot your tips, Michelle. That means you've got the Storm. Oh, this is fantastic. Michelle has gone for the Storm tonight, officially. She forgot to put her tips in. She is going for the Storm tonight. Kick down to Pappenhausen. Pappenhausen takes it and surrenders in the tackle. About 12 out from their own line. 100% officially. For the Wasted World of Sports tipping contest, the NRL tipping contest. If you don't put your tips in, you order. Well, actually, you've got a choice. You get a choice by default. As Munster dummies and goes straight through. Support from Hughes. Hughes has got Pappenhausen on the inside. Draws in Dylan Edwards. Dummies. Now goes to Pappenhausen. Way too late. Well, they ballsed that up, the Melbourne Storm. A try has gone begging, but it's still on out to the left. 102 on one out to the left, but Munster goes the crash ball up the middle. What a goof. The try was on out to the left. Munster had the white line fever. I've heard he loves the white line. And now Pappenhausen's caught and tackled on the fifth and last. Well, they have gone and ballsed that up, the Melbourne Storm. There were 3 opportunities for an easy try. And there were quite a few players there guilty of trying to take the glory. Great work for a big seller, the dummy from Munster. And Jerome Hughes, straight up the middle, dummied, went for the line on his own. A relieving penalty now for the home side. Big Nelson, slow peel, I think that was. Not as much as Mitchell. Oh, Dan Jam. Munster was before Mitchell with the... And speaking of white line fevers, Val Holmes officially signed for the St. George Illawarra Dragons, by the way. Talking about transfers and player transfers and whatnot. And white lines. Another penalty here for the Panthers. Back to back in 2 tackles. 9 minutes gone. And this is a nice little piggyback upfield for the home side. Jonathan Manson, ahoy mate. Oh, through the hands from the penalty. On halfway. Going from dummy half quickly as Mitch Kenny. Spinner shark, ahoy. Gamer Mel says, what does 10 points or less mean on Sportsbet? Does it mean can't win by more than 10? Yeah, pretty much. 10 or less is 10 or under. So if somebody wins by 11... Dunskies. Through the hands now, Yo to Cleary in midfield. Flicks it back to Yo on the right side. Beats Harry Grant. Straightens. Takes a 10 out from the line. Stands in that tackle. Shrugs off Sean Bloor. Now Cleary to Luai. Luai holds the pass up. Goes close, Luai. On the fifth and last. They're half a metre out. They stay on the left. Tapped on. And Casey McLean's caught, wrangles his way away. Cleary puts the grubber kick in. It's in the end goal for Anderson. And the Storm are caught. It'll be a goal line dropout. Well defended by Grant Anderson. Well played in the end there by the Panthers. Casey McLean, I thought it was caught. But Nathan Cleary, pinpoint accuracy with the boot. Goal line dropout here for Pappenhausen. Well, he'll surely put it out on the full. Well, there we go. Well, it was close. He pretty much did. He pretty much put it out on the full. It was tapped back in field by the Storm into the waiting arms of the Panthers. And they go on the attack now, 20 metres out. Moses Leota. Fisher Harris in the number 19. Not used to seeing him in that. 10 metres out in front of the post. Here they go right to Cleary. Inside ball to Smith. I think that's... is that Lindsay Smith? Yes, it is. And he got crunched. Whoever it was crushed in that tackle. Look at the goddamn size of Nelson as the Panthers spread it left. McLean caught with the ball. Play for on this near edge. 5 metres out. Luai passes into midfield to Cleary. Out the back to Yo. Yo back to Kenny. Kenny straightens. Takes it in front of the posts. 10 metres out here on play 5. Yo into dummy half. Out to Cleary. Out the back to Edwards. Edwards pops it on to Dane Laurie. Laurie drops it onto the boot. It's scrappy. And Melbourne run away with it. Anderson's close to the sideline. Fires the Hail Mary back in field. And this will be a very interesting decision now. This will be a very interesting call. because Melbourne have lost it over the sideline. But what does Ashley Klein come up with here to make sure Melbourne get the ball? Panthers were offside. Okay, I was honestly just half taking the piss, but he actually has come up with a way for Melbourne to get the ball back. An offside penalty here to the Storm. Oh, well, maybe not a penalty. There's a scrum down in midfield. What the hell's going on? Accidental offside, I'm guessing. Accidental offside in rugby union is a scrum rather than a penalty. Or a free kick. Not necessarily a scrum, but a free kick. Ten metres out from their own line here. Melbourne leading by 4 points. 12.5 minutes to go. 12.5 minutes gone. Melbourne lose the ball, but it's a penalty now for an illegal strip. They can challenge this. They can challenge... Oh, shoulder charge penalty. Well, I thought the penalty... I saw the ball go flying out the front like Munster... Yeah, like Munster almost spewed the ball out. It was Nelson looking for an offload shoulder charge from Cleary. Well, he came off second best in that, for sure. The James, ahoy mate. The James and Moses. See? I remember the dog. Of course I remember the dog. Panthers are still $1.70 live favourites. Oh, well, of course. I think after down the short side go the Storm. Close to the sideline. Well done by Howarth to stay in field. Easy E, Ruthless 95, ahoy. Now there's a rapper name if I've ever heard one. Easy E obviously is but the rest of Ruthless 95 is like a cool rap name as well, is what I was saying. Oh, nice. Fifth and last Hughes puts the kick up. Edwards is under it. It's lost forward by the Storm. I would have thought it falls into the hands of Eli Katoa, and Katoa fights his way over the line to score. This is going up as a try. I thought for all money it was lost forward. Well, Ashley Klein is certainly not going to make any calls against the Storm tonight, it seems. We need to have a look at this. There's a few things to look at on the replay that Ashley Klein, who was standing right there, by the way, decided he wanted no part of. We need to have a look at this. Hughes with a great kick. Tapped back by Warbrick, and, well, tapped back, was it? My initial call was it was tapped forward, but we'll see. It's gone up as a try, importantly. Oh, and that's clearly gone forward. Well, Katoa has got the... Dean Lovestuff, ahoy! Eli Katoa has gone over. We're just waiting for this try to be confirmed. Or hasn't been confirmed. Will Warbrick over the top of Dylan Edwards. Try confirmed. Wow, jeez. I am not sold on that one. I am not sold on that one. That was, that seemed about 2 meters forward. Nick Meaney with the conversion attempt. He hooked his last one. Puts this one right down the middle. And the Storm lead 10 points to 0 early in this contest. And this is exactly the start that they required. We were talking about it in the pregame. This is exactly what we discussed in the pregame. Keeping the Panthers scoreless is crucial. It doesn't really matter how many points the Melbourne Storm score. They've got to keep the Panthers scoreless. 10 points to nil it is. 15 and a half minutes gone. Some interesting calls, I'm going to say. Let me put it that way. Some interesting calls / non-calls from Ashley Klein out there tonight. But then we're used to that from Ashley Klein. We're actually... It can't come as a surprise when Ashley Klein's out there with the whistle. Let's be honest. Now, in fairness, Penrith have won the last 2 Panthers vs Storm clashes with said Ashley Klein as the referee. As I've always said about Ashley Klein, I don't think he is intentionally biased. I think he is just shit. I think he's just terrible. Blake, ahoy, mate. Munster on halfway, holds the pass up, goes back inside to Howarth. 5th and last. Hughes on halfway, kicks for the corner. To'o's under it. To'o can return it. Oh, and he's held up. McLean now with the hit up. He's rocked backwards. This is big defence here from the Melbourne Storm. Edwards in at first receiver, feeds it on to Cleary, and a suicide pass out to Tungo. The hospital ball of all hospital balls has now led to an overlap for Dane Laurie. Laurie goes down the right-hand side, inside the 40. Dummies the kick, takes on Pappenhausen. Pappenhausen brings him down. That's the 4th. They're inside the 30 here, the Panthers. Front foot ball. Luai in midfield. They spread it out now. 6 again. 10 metres out from the line. A set restart. Well, the hospital pass absolutely led to a golden play down the right-hand side for Dane Laurie. Yeah, James, how could you have deactivated Discord? And down the right side they go again. Tapped on for Laurie. Laurie steps back in field. 10 metres out from the line. Panthers on play 3. Cleary has to kneel down to take it. Still 10 metres out. Yo at first receiver. Out the back to Luai. To Cleary. Cut out pass. Tapped down and lost forward by To'o. And now Pappenhausen picks up the loose ball and races away. Warbrick loses it. Touched by the Panthers. So it'll be Melbourne Storm ball. 18 minutes gone. Storm leading 10-0. Nathan Cleary's interested in his chocolate fudge after the match. I think that's what he was talking about anyway. But some positive signs here for the Panthers. And it was indeed touched down by Cleary. Cleary is going to be so dirty on himself for this first half performance. But yeah, we miss our post Western World of Sports streams chats on the Discord. We really do. The James and UFC and then Hamish randomly pops in and all these anime stuff and Minecraft that he shows us. And we all pretend to be interested in it. Melbourne up towards halfway. The cutout pass to Anderson. Anderson steps back in field. They're inside Panthers territory. Munster. 40 out from the line. The crowd boos Munster as soon as he touches it. That's hilarious. Hughes in midfield. Crossfield kick. Warbrick challenging To'o again. To'o takes this one. They are definitely targeting To'o with the high balls for big Will Warbrick. It's a clear tactic. Edwards from dummy half. He is hammered in the tackle. It's big defense here from the Storm. A quarter of the way through this match. 3 tackles gone. Panthers stuck in quicksand at the moment. Even Moses Leota is driven backwards now. 5th and last. They've only made 18 metres off this set. They're going to run it on the 5th and last. Geyer with the kick off the side of the boot. And Mavrik takes the high ball. And the Panthers are under the pump. Forced to run out of their own end on the 5th and last. And Will Warbrick's knocked it on in the play the ball. This is huge. Massive. Will Warbrick takes the high ball, gets up to play it, and he knocks it on. And there is no challenging that, I'm afraid. That was just a clear goof. That is definitely a nomination for the end-of-year Goof Awards. 100%. Will Warbrick scrum down for the Panthers. 35 metres out from the Storm line. Cleary in midfield. To Smith on the inside line. 30 out. Lindsay Smith plays it. Luai now goes into first receiver. To Cleary. Out the back to McLean. McLean straightens. Takes on Hughes. Hughes brings him down. In a great legs tackle. 10 metres out from the line, though. Panthers on the attack. Cleary in midfield to Yo. Numbers here to the right. Yo pops it up to Smith. Unmarked off his hip. And Lindsay Smith dives over to score the hit back for the Panthers. 10 points to 4. The kick to come from right beside the post. And that was just a little too easy, that one. Cleary straightens out to Yo. Yo finds Lindsay Smith unmarked on his outside. Munster caught in 2 minds. Cameron Munster stood up. What a try there for the Panthers. Oh, God, I've just, spat that all over myself. What a try for the Panthers. 10 points to 4. Kick to come from right beside the posts. Oh my God in heaven. No way. Nathan Cleary missed the conversion. All right. I'm telling you, it was 10 metres out. Probably about 10 metres to the right of the posts. Nathan Cleary does not miss those kicks. What the hell? DJ Shack says Cleary has made absolute mincemeat of that conversion. I have never seen Nathan Cleary miss, and I still haven't because I wasn't in the room. I missed that one as well. I missed the Nathan Cleary missed conversion, so technically I still haven't seen him kick a conversion so bad. Well, 10 points to 4 it remains. That was obviously a dead set shocker. Panthers up over halfway now. Kenny to Leota off the hip. Leota back to Edwards. Edwards to Kenny. Luai creates some space on halfway. Now they're open down the left. McLean one-on-one with Pappenhausen. Pappenhausen again. A solid one-on-one tackle at the back. Fifth and last, Luai puts the grubber kick in. It's so heavy, it's going to end up in Parramatta, is it? No, it sits up in the end goal, and Isaac Tungo dives on it. Oh, off the boot. You thought for sure it was going to end up in the next suburb. But it skids across the turf, sits up, and Isaac Tungo scores under the post. And just like that, the Panthers... My God, this team can score tries so quickly. Back to back they go. The kick from Luai, I thought it was the absolute shit, so I'm not going to lie. I thought it was the worst kick ever. It sits up in the end goal, and Tungo dives on it. What a try that is. 10 points to 8, and surely, not even Nathan Cleary on his worst day can miss this from right in front. Cannot believe. I thought for sure that kick from Luai was going at least 20 metres over the dead ball line. It was very, very heavy off the boot. Incredible stuff. He's taking his time with this one. Nathan Cleary just to the right of the post. Makes no mistake this time. And we are all locked up. $10 points apiece. Panthers and the Storm. Crazy. Jonathan Manson, absolutely not. He's not going to miss 2 in a row. Nathan Cleary, not missing 2 in a row. 10 points apiece. The Panthers go back to back. It's unbelievable. They've got the 10 points now. Remember the pregame. Only once in recent years have the Panthers scored 10 points against Melbourne and then failed to go on and win the match. For those who may have missed it, I'll bring it up on the screen again, yeah? So this is the previous... Go away, Jerome. This is the previous results between these two, yeah? So, Panthers, only once have they scored 10 points in recent years against the Storm and not gone on to win the match. So at the moment, Penrith, they're on the way, basically. Maria Jerry. Oh God, sorry, I hit the wrong button. Fifth and last, Panthers put the kick down to Pappenhausen. Takes it and surrenders immediately in the tackle. 20 out from their own line here. Melbourne back in possession though. Dancing around in midfield is Nick Meaney. Beats 1, beats 2. 40 metres out. Pappenhausen with a hit up. That's not the person. It's really not. That is not Pappenhausen's role, I'm sorry. Pappenhausen probably weighs like 70 kilograms. His role is not hit-ups. Fifth and last, Munster. Terrible kick, but gets a result because Dane Laurie's gone and ballsed it up. Dane Laurie. He's a little bit of a mistake machine tonight. And Munster gets away with a shocking kick. Melbourne back in possession. 10 out from the line. Down the left they go. Sean Blaw, crash ball. Half a metre out. Grant out to Hughes in midfield. Now they've got Katoa to Pappenhausen, looping around the back, and Pappenhausen spills it. Dylan Edwards runs away with it. They can counter-attack here, the Panthers. Geez, Pappenhausen had a little bit of the He looks to offload the... Oh, no, he didn't look to offload it. I'll reserve my comment. Tackle 3. Nathan Cleary shapes to kick, hoping to sell the dummy, but Karma Chameleon has none of it. Wraps him up. Doesn't put him down. Nathan Cleary stands in the one-on-one tackle with Karma Chameleon. 5th and last, it goes to Luai from inside the 40. Straight down the middle of the field he goes. No threat of a 40-20. And it's Mavrik bringing it back. 29 minutes gone. 10 points all. Melbourne on play 2. 30 out from their own line. Pappenhausen in at first receiver. Sends it on to Munster. Munster's like, what the hell are you giving me the ball for? They stay on the short side. Anderson's cut. It's carpet company, isn't it? Anderson's Carpets. Pappenhausen skips down the short side. 5th and last. Back to Hughes on halfway. Puts the kick up. It's going to be taken on the full by To'o under no pressure at all. And To'o returns it to the 20 for the Panthers. Luai into dummy half, out to Laurie. That's risky business, giving the ball to Dane Laurie. Jesus. Well, it wasn't Laurie, it was Casey McLean, so. Stay Hunky says, bring my Pippi to the NRL. Through the hands now, Yo at the back to Cleary, to Edwards, who straightens, takes on Munster, beats him. He's wrapped up, though, over halfway by Sean Blaw on tackle 4. Now Cleary steps back inside. Links up with Henry. 5th and last. Inside the 40. Staying down the short side. Cleary puts it high. Anderson did not need to jump for that, but he felt the need to, I suppose. So good on him. And he takes the ball. Brings it down 10 metres out from Melbourne's line. Pappenhausen surrenders in the tackle. Staying on the short side attack here, Melbourne. 30 minutes gone in the first half, all locked up. Munster onto someone. Don't know who that is. I'll be honest. Alec McDonald. That's who it is. Hughes off the hip to Katoa, and Katoa nearly goes through. Well defended. The kick down on the 5th and last is taken on the full by Dylan Edwards. And the Panthers now. And Dr. Pooh says, why does Hughes pick on your multi look like he's constipated? Well, I mean, I wasn't in charge of that picture. That's his official. That is his official NRL profile picture. So I'm not in control of it. And also, I find it fascinating that Dr. Pooh, and I know that it's Pooh spelt like Pooh Bear, not poo as in feces, but I find it interesting that Dr. Pooh is interested in constipation. Well, not interested, but you know what I mean. Penalty here for the Panthers. They plug it into touch, 30 out from the Storm line. On play 1. Down the short side, Liam Henry. Yo in at first receiver to Cleary. Does the double take. Dummies to Luai. And inside it goes to Geyer. 10 out from the line now. Yo takes it to the line. To Luai. Luai pops it up. They're 5 out from the line now, the Panthers. On play 4. Firing it across to Luai in midfield. Now Cleary. Oh, God damn it. Out the back to McLean, and McLean. Casey McLean drops the ball cold. The Panthers were lined up out to the left. Casey McLean doing what rookies do. Rookies can make some simple mistakes. And he's come up with one there. And Melbourne off the hook. Scrum down here for the Storm. 12 out from their own line. They go left. 6 minutes to go till the halftime break. 30 out from their own line. Karma Chameleon brought down. 3-man tackle. Good defense here from the Panthers. They've certainly tightened things up as we approach the halftime break. Munster, dummies. Nobody falls for it. And he's wrapped up on the 40-metre line. Plays the ball. Oh, don't tell me they got a 6 again there. Oh, how did they get a 6 again there? Cameron Munster flops around on the turf like a fish out of water. And Ashley Klein laps it up. And they get a set restart here, the Storm. That was atrocious. Pappenhausen through the hands now to Howarth. Onto Anderson in space. Anderson gets on the outside, but he's brought down just inside the far sideline. 25 out on play 3. Now Harry Grant in midfield to Hughes. Hughes straightens, beats one, brought down. 15 out in midfield. Looking to play the ball quickly. Can't they get another set restart? 10 out from the line. Karma Chameleon. Chance here for the Storm on the left, but they go right to Munster. Pops it out to Hughes. Hughes is wrapped up. McLean races up. Jams in off the line. Tackle 2. Still inside the 10, though, the Storm. Munster at first receiver. Just says here, have a crack, mate. Trent Liero brought down 5 metres out just to the right of the post. Huge cutout pass here. Needing it to sit up, Melbourne. And it does. Popped up now for Howarth. Howarth puts the step on 1. On 2. Goes to 10-metre line. And he's brought down on play 4. Karma Chameleon on the crash ball. Half a metre out. 5th and last here, Melbourne. Big moment here, right before half-time. Munster with the crossfield kick for Warbrick. It's lost forward by the Panthers, and it's a double for Eli Katoa. Eli Katoa gets his second, and Melbourne extend right on the half-time break almost. There's still 4 minutes. Still 4 minutes. But it is the money man, Cameron Munster, coming up with the big play. Crossfield kick. Tapped backwards by Warbrick. Warbrick has absolutely owned Brian To'o in the air again. Warbrick over To'o in the air. Katoa is on the spot to plant it down. Brian To'o caught out his size in the air. 14 points to 10, the kick to come. To'o, he wound up as well. He backed up. He was definitely charging in from the back fence there to try and defend that. Honestly, the Panthers might need to make a little bit of a change here defensively and just shift McLean out. On those last tackle plays, McLean might just need to shift out. Nick Meaney with the conversion attempt. Puts it right down the middle for the Storm to lead 16 points to 10. Going into the halftime break, potentially. Still a couple of minutes to play. But yes, they might need to seriously consider here, the Panthers, on defense, just shifting McLean out. Because McLean's twice the size of To'o, basically. Shift McLean out onto the wing in defense so that he's there for those high balls. There's Luke Brooks in that commercial. Cleary goes low and flat with the restart. It pops up for Nick Meaney. Meaney takes it. UFC, go into the Discord, into the funny stuff thread. Yeah, that's my recommendation. Go into the funny stuff thread on Discord and check out the memes. Fifth and last. Hughes puts it high. Edwards is under it, takes it. Steps away from Munster, all flows to Cleary. Cleary looking for support. He's caught in front of the posts. 15 out from their own line here. Let's not forget that she also got a taxpayers funded trip to Paris. God damn it. I want a taxpayers trip funded to Paris. Luai holds the pass up on the halfway line. Mavrik Geyer goes to ground. Fifth and last. A minute to go. Cleary in midfield puts it high. This is not contestable. As a matter of fact, the Storm let it bounce. It hits the post and goes over the dead ball line for a 7-tackle set. Not that they'll get through the 7 tackles, because there's... Pappenhausen with the heads-up play! Ryan Pappenhausen with the heads-up play! I said they're not going to get through the 7-tackle set, but Pappenhausen has raced out to take the dropout. He's taken everyone by surprise, and he puts this dropout into touch inside the 40 of the Panthers play. There's a captain's challenge. There is a captain's challenge here on this restart. The Panthers have said no. This has not found the line in range. All right, so we've gone. Anderson throws it back to Pappenhausen. And there's been no tap. There was no tap. Well, Melbourne have cocked this up. Melbourne have balls this up. Penrith get away with it. Challenge successful. What a challenge there from the Panthers. I don't know if that challenge might have been hoping against nothing. But it has come out in their favour. Oh, Craig Bellamy can't even bear to watch it. What a challenge. The Panthers will surely take the 2 right here to make it 16-12 going into the break. Well, do they take the 2? I'm assuming they do here. Yes, they do. Nathan Cleary accepts the kicking tee. 16-12 at halftime. This will surely be. Melbourne have completely cooked this. Joseph Samai, ahoy there, mate. Joseph Samai says, no, my team is lost. the first round. Oh, excuse me. Over it goes. Taking the 2 doesn't mean you're scared when there's like 10 seconds left on the clock, Dr. Pooh. 16-12. At halftime, Melbourne. Penrith have got over the 10 points. We looked at the, for those who weren't here for the pre-game, we have looked at the previous results. When Penrith get 10 points, they generally go on to win. They've gone into halftime with 12. More often than not, as a matter of fact, in recent years, there's only been one time against the Melbourne Storm that they have failed after scoring 10 points to go on and win the game. So they're well positioned here at halftime, the Penrith Panthers. Hello, who's that? Danica Mason. Under 40. Yeah, the unders are looking really, really iffy. As we go into halftime with 28 points. Yeah, the under 43 or 44 and a half, I think it is yeah, looking mighty iffy here. Speaking of the half, Waste of World of Sports, halftime, 16 points to 12 in favour of the visitors, the Melbourne Storm. If you don't mind, well, I don't know why I'm saying if you don't mind, because I'm going to do it regardless, but yeah. To keep this channel completely free, as I'd love to keep it, time to run some advertising for those who have advertising enabled. So, you know, I've got to do it. It is what it is. And I'll be right back after this quick break, and we will dissect that first half and, yeah, see what happens in the second half. Right after this on the Waste of World of Sports. Thanks for being with us this far. Oh, heaven forbid me try and make a living off this, James. I'm such a oh, well, I probably shouldn't say the word that I probably shouldn't say the word that's in my head right now. Anyway, right. Yes, let's play some ads and I'll see you next Tuesday. Yeah. All right. Okay. Who's going to win this game? Falcor. You know, there's you know, there's those. There's an Instagram. I think it's an Instagram thing. Yeah, it's okay. You really want to get down, don't you? It's an Instagram thing. I think the bulldog. Have you seen it? The bulldog that predicts the. Okay. Sorry, she really wants to get down. There's the bulldog that predicts the footy games. Yeah, it's all a load of bollocks, obviously. What? There it is. Yeah, it's all a load of bollocks, of course. The bulldog that predicts the games and on Instagram, and that they put the balloons and they put the coloured balloons and the logos, and the bulldog runs down the hallway, and whatever balloon it bumps, that's the prediction. Obviously, all a load of bollocks, but great. I mean, great concept, by the way. So I was interested just in asking her who she was going for, but no comment. No comment, obviously. Half time here, 16 points to 12. Melbourne. A little unexpected, I would say. Stay Hunky says, Dan, how often do you do deworming? Yeah, I try every 3 months. Yeah. Yeah, every 3 months. Yeah, it depends on the medication, really, and how often I'm allowed to take it. But generally and if I'm allowed to take it with alcohol or not. Generally, a lot of my medication, it is dependent on can you take it with alcohol. Because, I mean, there's not a day that goes by that I'm sober, so you've got to look for the little warning labels that say don't take with alcohol. So that cuts out a lot of the worming. Oh, he's talking about the dog. Oh, okay. Thank you, James. All right. I thought you meant worming myself. Yeah. Right. Jason Callaway, ahoy. Jason Callaway says in the rugby championship... I knew he was talking about the dog, by the way. Jason Callaway says, the rugby championship, you get a bonus point if you lose 7- and score 4 tries. Did Argentina score 4 tries against the All Blacks? They are only on 4 points on the table. I don't think they did. I think they only scored 3. I'm pretty sure. But, yeah, let's have a look at the rugby championship to confirm that. And what a performance, by the way. What a performance it was by Argentina. Getting the victory over the All Blacks. But, yeah, let's have a look. I'm pretty sure it was only 3 tries. Match page. Here we go. All right, match page. Match stats. Yeah, 3 tries. 3 tries. So there we go. All right. What else have we got? Spinner Shark says pizza and bloody cold beer for Din Din. Well, I approve of the cold beer. Well, I approve of the pizza too. It depends on what type of pizza, though, of course. Totally depends on the type of pizza. The James says, Dan, did you see Jessica Hull? Don't know who that is, by the way. But Jessica Hull apparently did a wee-wee in her race. That is very reminiscent. We were speaking about rugby. Very reminiscent of the late, great Jerry Collins flopping his ding-dong out and having a whiz pre-Bledisloe Cup match. I mean, honestly, I don't understand that. I don't understand. He was just marking his territory, I suppose. But I thought, if you can have a whiz right before kickoff, surely it's the urge. If you go out onto the field and you have to like kneel down and flop it out under your pants there and have a whiz on the field, surely you've got that coming on. I mean, who am I to judge? It just seemed weird to me. That's all. Dr. Pooh says, sorry, I'm being silly now. I should grow up. You're in the wrong place. You're in the wrong place. We are all about immaturity here. I mean, this channel is run by one of the most immature people you will ever meet. Stay Hunky says, oh, Hawaiian pizza. Nice. I mean, look, I prefer pepperoni or meat lovers myself, but if I were to have a, look, I'm all for pineapple on pizza. I don't even think it's an argument. I actually think it's ridiculous that people argue about whether pineapple belongs on pizza or not. It's the most ridiculous thing ever. If you like it, have it. If you don't, don't. Simple. Move on. It's one of the most atrocious things that I see argued about on social media. It's like, yeah, no one's forcing you to like it or not like it. Just, Dan is still 12 in brain years. Oh, God bless you, James, for giving me that extra few years credit. Cheers. Salute to that. Nothing like a compliment on stream. Teams are back out here for the second half. 16 points to 12. Melbourne have taken the lead into the break. Exactly, James. People have pineapple on their skewers, so why not pizza? I really don't understand. I mean, I can understand that people don't like it. Why people don't like it. But I don't understand why it's such a huge thing. I really don't. I don't get the just immense hatred towards it. It's like, if you like it, have it. If you don't, don't. It seems like not a thing to argue about. Second half underway, and it's Melbourne with first use. Karma Chameleon charges back up to the 20. Leading by 4 points. It was a gift two-pointer for the Panthers right on half-time. Baked beans with noodles, eh? I can't say as I've ever done that, but I might now. That sounds immense. That actually sounds fantastic. Up over halfway. Melbourne, fifth and last. 40 out from the line. Munster plays it. Hughes in midfield. Puts the kick high. No pressure at the back. Edwards takes it. Runs back towards midfield. Does Military Dill. Dr. Pooh says, because my wife complains, yeah, they'll do that, about the cooked taste. Hang on. let's not extend on that conversation any further as Mitch Kenny cops a high tackle here, and it's a penalty to the Panthers early in the second half. 1 minute 40 gone. Harry Grant is feigning an injury to try and get away with the fact that that penalty's been given away. He's like, how is that a penalty, sir? I'm hurt. Up to halfway now. Smith on the inside line. He was caught high as well. Ahoy there, learned bottle 7. To the left they go, Yode, Cleary. Cleary dummies inside, goes outside, almost gets on the outside of Hughes, but Hughes brings him down. Oh, this battle of the sevens is so juicy. Speaking of cooking, that's a really juicy cooked matchup there. Cleary and Hughes. Time off. Knock on here from the Panthers. Whoops. Knock on against the Panthers. Solid defense there from the Storm. AFL is yeah, look, in all honesty, I've said before about the AFL, it's a game to be viewed live. I completely understand the love of Aussie rules at the venue. I feel like AFL, honestly, and you're getting me on a tangent here. I'm off on a bloody tangent now. I feel like the TV coverage of AFL needs to be improved to fully appreciate the game. Now, the game is doing just fine as it is. It's massive. It's probably, in all honesty, the dominant sport in Australia. Let's be real about it. I just feel like the TV coverage could be so much better to capture the nuances of the sport. When you go and watch a game of AFL live, and you get to see all the player movements on each side of the field, away from the ball. There's so much off the ball play in Aussie rules that's underappreciated in the television coverage. I feel like Aussie rules needs an evolution of TV coverage to fully capture it. As Hughes steps in field, beats one, offloads to Pappenhausen, and Pappy goes to ground, 20 out from the line, fifth and last. Harry Grant scoots down the blind side, breaks his way through. Grant kicks in field for Munster. Munster misses it, and Cleary dives on the loose ball. Oh, you feel like they've cocked this up, Storm, again. They've left a couple of tries out there. They have left a couple of tries out there tonight, Melbourne. Not getting the bounce on this occasion. I actually said to Jace the last time he was here, what I would like to see from the Aussie rules on TV coverage is, obviously you've got your main screen that follows the ball, but I would like to see the little picture boxes on either side of the screen for attack and defense, of like a screen and screen of the players down towards the post, setting up, jostling for position. And in the back on defense, because this, yes, it is so quick, and there is so much that happens off the ball, and that would just capture me personally. I'm only speaking personally, and maybe it's a horrible idea because I'm only speaking for myself, but that would actually capture it a lot more on TV. Because I just can't get into AFL on TV. But when I'm actually at a game, I'm like, this is actually really brilliant. Anyway, Munster goes straight up the middle, looking to offload. And he's brought down 30 metres out from the line, fifth and last. They decide to run here, the Storm. Howarth is caught, and that will be a handover. Great tackle there from Isaac Tungo. Taking Howarth down around the legs. They decided to have a run here. They weren't expecting Howard to get caught with that ball, that's for sure. Panthers back in possession. Up towards halfway they go here on play to, well, not even close to halfway yet. Now they will be Yo at the back to Cleary. Cleary, flat pass up to Smith. Smith takes it on halfway. Staying on the short side. No, change of direction now for Edwards. To Yo. Yo straightens, bumps off one. Goes straight over the top of Jerome Hughes. 30 metres out. That's the fifth and last, though. They stay on the short side. Luai runs through the hands. They go to Geyer. Geyer to McLean. McLean grubbers in. It sets up for Dylan Edwards. And if Dylan Edwards is onside, this is a try. Ashley Klein points to the spot. He awards it on field. How did Dylan Edwards pop up there? He was surely offside, Dylan Edwards. He just magically appeared out of nowhere. He was instrumental in setting up this play. He being Dylan Edwards. Don't tell me he scored it down the short side. Go the oh, he's a mile onside. He is an absolute mile onside. Military Dill. They decide to run it on the last Luai. To Geyer. Geyer pops it up to McLean. And Casey McLean with the grubber into the end goal. Dylan Edwards with the try. We're all locked up again with the conversion to come. And surely, Nathan Cleary does not balls this up. The Panthers potentially about to reclaim the lead here. Reclaim? Have they ever been in the lead? I can't remember. This might be their first time in the lead, actually. Yeah, actually, come to think of it, this would be their first time leading the match. Joseph Samai says, go Panthers. Jonathan Manson says, try, I think. Has to be checked. Cleary converts, it's right down the middle, and the Panthers lead. 18-16. And I'm pretty sure that's the first time the Panthers lead tonight. Reed Nichols, ahoy mate, pizza, butter chicken. Nice. Can't say as I've ever had that. I do love butter chicken. I've got to, when I get Indian though, like when we order Indian, I've got to say that personally, I prefer mango chicken over the butter chicken. But yes, I can imagine the butter chicken on pizza would be pretty good. Dr. Pooh says that 2-point call, though, turning out to be the call of the game. Well, it had to be made. There was no way they were not taking the 2. 20 seconds to go in the first half, right out in front. You know what I mean? It was pretty much a no-brainer. As decisive as it may end up being, it was an absolute no-brainer, that one. Through the hands here on play 2. Go the Panthers with shape inside their own half. Oh, and you know what else I like better than the butter chicken, apart from the mango chicken, is the chicken tikka masala. Yeah, I actually, now come to think of it, I actually do like a fair bit above butter chicken. There's quite a few dishes I like more than... Anyway, fifth and last. Cleary puts the kick in from halfway. Pappenhausen's under it, takes it on the full. Storm back in possession. Lynn, is it Lynn? Or is that a capital I? Lynn Sowan. Watching from PNG. Cheers to Papua New Guinea. A very big rugby league loving nation there, the PNG. Melbourne keep the ball alive here. 30 out. Wishart's on the field, by the way. Tyron Wishart's out there. 35 meters out. Up towards halfway on the 5th and last. Hughes will put the kick in. Dropping back and taking it on the full. To'o winds up. Gets those little legs pumping. Kamungik Pearson watching from Wewak, East Sepik Province, Papua New Guinea. Ahoy. Oh, cheers to PNG. Joseph Samai, PNG as well. No Justin Olam at the Melbourne Storm anymore, of course, for the PNG supporters. I remember at the start of Waste of Water Sports, always, there was such a huge supporter base for the Melbourne Storm, just for Justin Olam. Tamal Shugi, ahoy there, welcome along. Oh, Cleary keeps it alive to Edwards down the short side. Edwards from halfway puts it high, puts it just inside the touchline. Tap back from the Panthers. Laurie gets a foot to it. Pappenhausen dives on the loose ball. 51 minutes gone. Melbourne back in possession. 20 out from their own line. Dr. Pooh, home time. Work is done, going home. Enjoy home time, Dr. Pooh. Jerome Hughes up to halfway. Dummies goes across the halfway line. 5th and last hit for Melbourne. Munster in midfield. 40 out. Puts it high. Contestable kick. The Storm are racing through. And it's a penalty to the Panthers. A high shot on Laurie. It threatens to flare up here. Anderson's not necessarily happy about that call. Eddie Mandu, ahoy there. Vanamo, West Sepik Province, Papua New Guinea. Cheers. Regina Doa, watching from PNG. Waste of Water Sports, we should do a tour to PNG. I'm doing a tour to Sunshine Coast, Tweed Heads, Yamba, and Melbourne. I should be going to Papua New Guinea, for crying out loud. Lots of Rugby League, Waste of Water Sports supporters there from PNG. Now, what are you screaming at me at for, James? God damn it, what have I missed? Oh, did you hear Pappy Mike? Yes, I did. James, I did a big conversation about that in the... Yeah, I did a big conversation about that already. And somebody in the chat room was like, Pappenhausen to the Eels? Really? I'm like, yes, it might happen. I'm not saying it will happen. I'm saying it might happen. No need to... I'm just saying I did already talk about it. I'm not having a go at you for not knowing as the Panthers pop this passer up in front of the post. It now back, sits up for Edwards. Edwards throws the no-looker. Oh, it's a massive might. Laurie fires it back in midfield to Luai. Keeps it alive to Laurie. Chips over the top. Pappenhausen is there. Takes it into touch. And this will be Panthers' ball. No! Play on, says the referee. Somehow, Pappenhausen has kept this in the field of play. Oh, that was insane. How has Pappenhausen kept this in the field of play? I really don't think he has, to be honest. We need to see a replay of this. No, he hasn't. He put his foot on the line there. Pappenhausen put his foot on the line there. But yeah, James, that was not at all a comment that was seeking an apology. I was just saying I did bring it up. Hughes puts the kick downfield, taken on the fall by Edwards. Damarish Ruggie, ahoy there, mate. Welcome along, watching from PNG. Nath, watching from East New Britain. Welcome along there, Damarish. Peter Bondi, watching from Rajat, Umpat. Kazil Glenn, watching from PNG, Kimby West Britain Province. Welcome along, PNG supporters. Big hit here. Big hit. Blood gushing out. Who's that? Is that Moneyman Munster? Is that the Moneyman Cameron Munster down after a big attempted hit here on Dane Laurie? It is. Oh, he's copped a shot from Big Nelson. Friendly fire. Friendly fire. Nelson has... I'm pretty sure that was not a mistake. I'm pretty sure Nelson's been holding that back for years. I'm not going to lie. I think Nelson has been holding that in for years, and he's found his opportunity and gone, whomp! That's some friendly fire there. Nelson has just copped Munster right across the face. Bang! Knockout punch. Drawn blood. Nelson has whacked Cameron Munster in some friendly fire. That's hilarious. Sinbin. Jonathan Manson says Sinbin, question mark. Nelson needs to be sent off here for that swinging arm. Well, what do you do in that situation? What do you do in that situation? You have now, completely taken out your own player. Munster's done. Munster's done for the night. Cameron Munster is done for the night, surely. Bang! A big right hook from Nelson. Nelson's been sent for 10! Nelson's been sent for 10 minutes! No! Okay, Nelson has surely made contact with Dane Laurie. You can't be sent from the field for high contact on your own player. You can't. He's clearly made contact with Dane Laurie, right? Or this is just a gigantic piss take. Dane Laurie has been sent from the field for HIA, by the way. Dane Laurie has been sent for HIA, and surely the sin bin in there is not for the friendly fire on camera. Imagine if you did actually get sent off for 10 minutes for friendly fire and taking out your own player. But no, I think that's been deemed a shoulder to the head on Dane Laurie, who is also off for HIA. Panthers are rolling upfield now off the back of that penalty. Welcome along to Henry Homogo there from PNG and Kazil. Through the hands now, the Panthers attack the left. 10 out from the line. Here's Cleary. Passes it out to Henry. Henry straightens. 5 meters out from the line, fifth and last. They go to the right here. Cleary out the back to Edwards. Edwards pops it up to Tongo. Tongo to McLean with the draw and pass. And Casey McLean, unmarked, dives over in the corner for the try. And the Panthers extend their lead. 22-16, kick to come. The one-man advantage. We need to look back. Why was Big Nelson sent from the field? I didn't get a good look at it. Numbers out the wazoo there for the Panthers. Ramos Adventures, can you please tell me if Nathan has kicked 6 points? Well, if he hasn't already, he's damn sure got an opportunity to do so right now. With this try, catch and pass, it's all they needed to do. The Panthers, they had the extra man. This Penrith Panthers team, too clinical with the extra man. There you go. James says, yes, he has. And I can tell you, yes, he has. 2 conversions and a penalty goal. So Nathan Cleary has indeed kicked 6 points. Potentially 8 here with this conversion attempt from the sideline. And with Big Nelson off the field, Panthers had the extra man advantage, and it was just simple draw and pass. All right, cheers to the now as Cleary moves in, strikes it well. It's on target. No, it just hooks off to the left at the last minute. It fades. 22-16 it remains. Panthers in the lead. Now, I'm very curious to know, how do we say cheers? Or just some sort of like cheers, salute, drinks up in, like how do we do that for our Papua New Guinean visitors here on the Wasted World of Sports? Because I know like cheers in a lot of different languages, but a big cheers or skull or something. You say, all hail UFC. All hail the UFC. I'm not listening to you, James. I feel like you're leading me astray, sir. One-on-one strip here from the kickoff. A one-on-one strip. Is that Anderson? No, it's Howarth. Jack Howarth with the one-on-one steal from the kickoff. And Melbourne have this now. A man down, 10 metres out from the line. Hughes out to the right. Here's Katoa cutting back in field. Here's chopped down. They're 15 metres out here, the Melbourne Storm. 6 again. It's a full set. Trent Liero straightens. They're 5 out here. Hughes, short pass off the hip. Wrapped up and taken down on play 1. Oh, that's tackle 2, actually. Tackle 2 now. 10 metres out. Grant from dummy half. Out it goes to Wishart. Wishart straightens, offloads. Back to Grant. Grant burrows over beside the post. Gets the ball to the ground, and this will be a try. Has he got it over the line? Harry Grant seems confident, but that doesn't mean too much, honestly. He could be telling porkies. He loves a good porky pie. Harry Grant, he's close. He's close. He's held up. He's not got the ball down. It's up off the line. This is immaculate goal line defense from the Panthers. And look at that, Nathan Cleary sliding the hand in there. Nathan Cleary, with that last effort, probably saves that ball from going to ground. Now, remember, it's gone up as no try. The on-field decision will remain. We were talking about this in the pregame, Michelle, and whether you finish first or second, it doesn't really matter in terms of your path through the competition. But there are still perks to winning the minor premiership. There are still financial rewards. There's a trophy involved. Whether that means anything to any of the clubs or not, I don't know. But yeah, whether you finish first or second, it's pretty much the same. High shot here on Cleary. No call from Ashley Klein. All right, I'm pretty well convinced that does Ashley Klein have a daughter? If Ashley Klein had a daughter, then if Ashley Klein has a daughter, I'm pretty sure Nathan Cleary has like banged her and left her. He seems because he will not give Nathan Cleary any calls at all. That was clearly a head high shot. Clipped him around the back of the head. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Nathan Cleary has done Ashley Klein's daughter dirty at prom or something. Short restart here. Panthers try to tap it back. Melbourne come down with it. 3/4 of the way. 3/4 of the way through this contest. And Grant Anderson, he's holding his neck in back play. Tyron Wishart dummies and goes straight through. Tyron Wishart scores under the post. We're about to be all locked up again. Tyron Wishart out of nowhere scoring the try. He sells the dummy and he goes straight up the middle. Oh, we're about to be all locked up. $22 points to 20, the kick to come. $22-all. This game could indeed be going down to the wire. Casey Doloku. Loku means something completely different, doesn't it? Casey Doloku. Welcome along there. James, are you going to reinstate your bloody Discord for crying out loud? I've got to talk to somebody about my US election conspiracy theory. I've got no one to talk to about this stuff anymore. Which is, I'm not going to bring it up here in the footy stream. Melbourne from the restart. 30 metres out from their own line. Up the middle of the field. Munster's off the field. Looks like he's getting ready to come back out. Dane Laurie looks like he's getting ready to come back out. Hughes puts the ball high. To'o takes it. Runs back across field. $22 points all. Oh, geez. Flat pass there at best from Edwards to McLean. Cheeky little grab at the arse there from one of the Storm players. Who was that? Turn around, mate. Trent Liero caught you. Trent Liero caught you, mate, having a cheeky arse grab. 63 minutes gone. Down the short side. Good run there for the Panthers. Inside Storm territory. Cleary, he's going to go on a run here on the fifth and last. Out to Luai. Luai to Geyer. Geyer, was it played out by the Storm? Yes, it was. 6 more tackles for the Panthers. 20 metres out from the line. Luai surrenders in the tackle now that they've got that set restart. Leota on the crash ball. 64 minutes gone. Inside the 20 now. The Panthers. 5 out. Oh, Tolau goes from dummy half and spills it in the tackle. Tolau goes from dummy half and then spills it in the hit. Who made that tackle? Alec McDonald. Take a bow. Trent Tolau running from dummy half close to the line. And it was the hit from McDonald, I believe it was. Spills the ball forward. 64 minutes, 40 gone. Storm still a man down. Nelson's getting ready to come back on, though. Melbourne with the scrum, 10 metres out in front of the posts. 22 points all. Breaking news. Dane Laurie and Cameron Munster have both passed their HIA. Oh God, sorry. Just readjusting myself here off screen. Alec McDonald, the man responsible for that hit. Down the short side. Fifth and last, Melbourne. Staying on the short side, on halfway. Hughes puts the ball up. Edwards is under it, takes it high. Under no pressure at the back. Here comes Dane Laurie back onto the field. Passing his HIA. .40 metres out from their own line. Storm hold the Panthers up inside their own half. Edwards into dummy half. Yo at first receiver. Cleary's been caught high again. And again, no call from Ashley Klein. Okay, I am now more certain than ever that Nathan Cleary has done dirty on Ashley Klein's family. I don't know what Nathan Cleary has done to Ashley Klein or his direct family, but he can't earn a penalty out there tonight. Nathan Cleary is getting no love from Ashley Klein. That is not the first time that he's been caught high tonight. Oh, that's the wrong way around. Nathan Cleary cannot win a trick tonight with Ashley Klein. .66 minutes gone. We've got a hold up here on halfway. Yeah, Kyle Cleary's coming off. Nathan Cleary's coming off the field. A shoulder injury. Nathan Cleary's off. It's not even a HIA. Trainer did not tap his head. This is a straight substitute. Nathan Cleary is done. For the night at least. Nathan Cleary is off the field for tonight at least. There wasn't even a tap on the head. It's a straight substitute. This is huge. 22 all. Fifth and last, Panthers. High down the short side. Well taken by Will Warbrick. Oh, he being Nathan Cleary is favouring that shoulder as he walks down the tunnel. This is big news. This is big news for the Panthers and their pursuit for another premiership. 67 minutes gone. Oh, Melbourne spill the ball on tackle 3. Penrith back in possession. Inside Melbourne's territory. That's a big mistake, that one. A 0 tackle now for the Panthers. 40 metres out. Cleary's off the field. 22 all. 13 minutes remain in the game. That's a huge mistake. Sean Bloor channeling his inner West Tigers there. Fisher Harris charges up towards the 20. 25 metres out. They stay on the short side, the Panthers. Kenny to Henry. Henry steps off the left foot, brings it back in field on play 4. Still 20 metres out. Luai. He will take the reins. Jerome Luai back to Yo. Yo is wrapped up in the tackle. Fifth and last. Kenny goes quick from dummy half to Luai down the left. Out the back it goes to Jack Cole. And they'll hand it over to the Storm half a metre out. 5 out from the line. Melbourne back in possession. They've got to go the length of the field to have a shot here. 12 minutes to go in the match. Golden point potentially incoming. Yeah, DJ Shaq says, I saw the high shot from Big Nelson, and honestly, there's a case for that being a straight send-off. He clenched his fist in a swinging arm. Yeah, but the thing is, DJ Shaq, like, didn't he essentially, he took out his own player, right? Like, he did clench and swing, and it slipped off the back of the... This is the way I saw it. Slipped off the back of the Panthers player and up, and he actually ended up wiping out Cameron Munster. Now, just because you wipe out your own player doesn't make it any more or less dangerous, but still, yeah, anyway. Luai in midfield, out the back they go. Now Cole to Smith. Smith swivels in the tackle. He's held up. 40 metres out from the line here. Panthers, Leota, straight up the middle on the 5th and last. 30 out. Panthers go left to Luai. Luai taking the reins here. Puts it high to the corner. Charging forward to take it, though. Melbourne have it on the full. Inside their own 10-metre line. Stay Hunky says, Dan, is 1 carton of beer enough for you to have in a whole stream or not enough? Depends on a lot of factors, honestly. Stay Hunky. It depends on a lot of factors. And now Melbourne. Nathan Cleary. Okay, honestly. Nathan Cleary has had his head taken off all night long, to the point where he has eventually had to leave the field. Not a single call for any of the high shots on him. Grant Anderson gets a clip around the ears, and it's a straight penalty to the Storm. A clip off the ball. Mitch Kenny hits the ball, and his arm pops up and takes Anderson in the face. And Melbourne get a penalty. And Grant Anderson's going off for a HIA, so they get a free substitute for 10 minutes. Jeez. I mean, Nathan Cleary has had his head taken off all game. Not a single penalty. Honest to God. And this was Mitch Kenny. His initial contact hit the footy. It hit the footy and popped it. His arm hit the footy and popped up, and then made contact with the head. It did make contact with the head, but it hit the ball and popped up. Mitigating circumstances. I'm saying not sin bin at all. Penalty is even too much. DJ Shaq, to be honest. There is no chance it's a sin bin. Penalty's even extreme in those circumstances. His arm hit the ball and bounced up into the face. Nathan Cleary has been targeted on the head all night long and not won a single penalty. 71 minutes gone. 22 points all. The James says, yeah, but with a chin like that, every tackle was chest high. Yeah, fair enough. 20 metres out for... 20 metres... God damn it, James. Through the hands now, Munster. Passes it on. The kick into the end goal. Sits up for Wishart. Sliding across to save it is Dylan Edwards. It'll be a goal line dropout. Oh, God, there's a penalty incoming. Jerome Hughes has been taken out in back play, and he is clutching his shoulder. Jerome Hughes is clutching his shoulder. Oh, a late hit. Was that Fisher Harris? A late hit on Jerome Hughes. It's right out in front. It's a gift, 2 points. Yeah, it's Fisher Harris. Fisher Harris was not interested at all in what Ashley Klein had to say. Honestly, if I'm the referee, I'd have sent him off just for that. Honestly, I'd have sent him off just for that. Fisher Harris turned around and started walking away back towards his own defensive line before Ashley Klein was even finished talking to him. I would have sent him off for that. I really would have. Oi! You're not going to listen. You're not going to listen and respect my authority. You can go. Have a sit down. Anyway, it's a penalty to Melbourne. Right out in front, they will surely take the 2. They'll surely take the 2. Wow, Jethro, I'm assuming is what you meant. Take the 2. Oh, yeah, bounce back miraculously, I'm sure, Michelle, but, I mean, it was a late hit. Whether he played it up or not, it was a late hit. No two ways about it. Like, we can hate the Melbourne Storm all we want, but I mean, let's be real. From right in front, it was pretty late, Michelle. It was pretty late. I completely understand your just built-in hatred for the Melbourne Storm, but it was a pretty dead set penalty. Over it goes, and Melbourne lead this 24-22. I mean, you can hate a team. You can hate a team with passion. You can hate a team through and through. But at the end of the day, you can't deny the rules. It's as simple as that. Panthers get us back underway. Storm leading this by 2 points. 7 minutes remaining. Anyway, you should be excited, Michelle, because this is your team. Mr. Ed's dead. Ahoy! Oh, Mr. Ed's dead. I'm so sorry to hear that, mate. God damn. Oh, my man. I'm so sorry to hear that. And you sing out to me, mate, if you need anything. If you need anything at all, my friend, even just someone to talk to, you reach out to me, all right? So sorry to hear that. Penrith go on the attack. 30 metres out from the line. Down the short side. Oh, loose pass back in field. Yo loses it out the back. Dives on it. He's lost it forward, Isaiah Yo. No call there from the referee. 5th and last, Panthers. 40 out from the line. Short side to Luai. Luai puts it high. Contestable kick. Mavrik does extremely well again under the high ball. Will Mavrik has been so dominant in the air. And now Nick Meaney brings it back. Hello. How are you going? Are you enjoying this game so far? Yeah? How are you feeling? 5 minutes to go. Yeah, 5 minutes left. What are you feeling for the end of this one? Who's going to win? Hey? Who have you got winning this? Panthers back in possession. There's no such thing as time ticking away for the Penrith Panthers. 20 metres out from their own line. Tungo steps back in field. He's wrapped up in the hit. Play 3 already. Storming through this set, so to speak. Geyer, flick pass back in field to To'o. To'o's wrapped up on play 4. Up towards the halfway line. Fisher-Harris plays it quickly. It goes to Luai. Down the short side for the kick. They were all offside on the chase. Doesn't matter because they're nowhere near it. Taken on the full of the back. Melbourne back in possession. 2 points the difference. 2 points the difference in this one. Yep. Oh. 2 points the difference. Massive tackle in midfield. Is this high? Is this penalisable? Let's see what happens. Has he held the ball? This was a massive collision. Wow, that's rugby league 101 right there. That was a big collision. Lindsay Smith. Laurie's in behind. Completely fair. Every single part of this completely fair. Henry Feotu says, if the NRL had stand-up comedian sport commentators, you, my friend, take the gold medal. Cheers. Cheers, Henry. I appreciate that, mate. Oh, Melbourne have got a penalty from this. Well, it was a slightly higher shot. There you go. That was a high shot. Calm down, Michelle. Calm down. I know you hate the Storm. But, I mean, this game has been what it is, right? I don't think there's been any injustice at all. I honestly was not expecting so many try scorers, UFC. My whole pre-game analysis was a very low-scoring affair, right? I wasn't expecting a lot of try scorers. 2.5 minutes to go. Storm on the attack, 20 metres out. Inside ball, Munster to Bloor. Fifth and last. 10 out. Munster down the short side. Puts the grabber kick in, forcing the Panthers to tap it dead. It's going to be a goal line dropout with 2 minutes remaining. Cameron Munster had it on a string. The money man steps up in the big moments. He is not even 100%, Cameron Munster. He's playing at about 80%. Braithen Astor said so on NRL 360. There's a captain's challenge here. Melbourne Storm with the captain's challenge claiming that, oh, Isaac Tungo, you stupid idiot. Isaac Tungo, you complete goof. The kick into the in-goal was completely covered. Isaac Tungo's decided to run a cheeky escort here. Isaac Tungo has completely ballsed this up. The challenge is successful. It's going to be a penalty here for the Storm. What a complete tit of a play there from Isaac Tungo. Geez. Oh, God. I wouldn't even take the 2 here. I'd keep the pressure on. We know that I'm a big advocate for taking the 2, but I'm keeping the pressure on here. And they are indeed. They plug it into touch. 15 out from the line, 2 minutes to play. Melbourne, well and truly in control here. James is nipping at the heels of UFC in the tipping contest on the back of this one. Munster, dummies inside the Bloor, goes on his own. 5 metres out here. Munster will play the ball. 1.5 minutes remaining. Grant Tiliero in midfield. Surrenders in the tackle. They are just running down the clock here brilliantly, the Melbourne Storm. Hughes onto Pappenhausen. Meters out. Here's Hughes. Oh, Melbourne lose it. Penrith will have one last opportunity here. Tungo races away. It's a knock on. They've got to get the scrum down. The Panthers will have one last set to pull off another miracle. The team that is full of miracles will have a chance at a miracle. Captain's challenge for the Storm. The call of knock on. This is just hoping against hope, though. This is the Melbourne Storm hoping against hope. Oh. Hope against hope. 1 minute remaining. 1 minute remaining. Penrith will have the scrum 10 metres out from their own try line. Can they pull off another miracle? The team that is just full of miracles. Can they pull off another one? 2 points behind. The last minute of the match. Scrum down. Panthers win it. Here's Luai. Luai out to McLean. McLean gets on the outside. Beats one. Goes up outside the 30 and he's brought down on tackle one. 30 seconds to go. Luai straightens. Goes on his own. Ducks under the defense. He's caught. Tackle two. 40 metres out from their own line. The Panthers on the attack. Here's Yo at first receiver. Spills it out the back. And the Storm dive on it, but it's a penalty to the Panthers. It's a penalty to Penrith. There's 10 seconds to go. 15 seconds. The clock has stopped. 15 seconds. High shot. Penalty to the Panthers. They can pump this upfield and have one play. Two maybe. They're inside their own half. It's way too far back to take the two. It's way out of range. This is on their own 40-metre line. Luai puts it into touch. 40 metres out from the Storm line. 8 seconds remaining. They'll get one shot at Edwards with the 2-point drop goal. It's on target. It's short. Pappenhausen takes it. Pappenhausen runs it dead. And the Melbourne Storm have won the match. Melbourne Storm win the match. Melbourne Storm win the minor premiership. 24-22 victors over the Panthers. And they've made a complete tit out of my entire pre-game segment. And this is why I don't do pre-game segments normally, I suppose. Because I spent all that time. I spent all that time and research doing the pre-game segment just for every single piece of it to be obliterated. Anyway. Oh. 24-22. Melbourne have essentially clinched the minor premiership. There is a sense of... there's just a really, really depressing tone around the stadium right now. Melbourne Storm have defeated the Panthers 24 points to 22. I don't know what the Discord link is, James. I mean, you went and deleted it, so it's your own fault. It's all right. I can get it back. I just, it's not going to be easy. it. Why did you delete your Discord anyway? I don't understand. You may as well keep it just in case. I don't know why you deleted it. Just all right. I can get it back. Because I mean, you didn't no, it's all right. I can do it. I can figure it out eventually. I just don't understand, is all. I just don't understand. Ah, there we go. Okay, settings. Invites. Okay, I got way too excited that I found that. I should not have got that excited that I found it. Okay, here we go. This one, copy. Because that one never expires, that invite. Alright. I don't do this very often anymore, but this is for the YouTube chat. A very, very rare occurrence that we have an invite into the Discord channel. It's very, very rare that it happens anymore. But we are about to... Oh, Jesus. We are about to post into the chat a very, very rare invite into the Wasted World of Sports Discord. We very purposely try and keep it quiet these days. When you're sort of running illegal activities, you got to try and stay under the radar, right? You keep it quiet. But yeah, a very rare invite into the Discord server there for those who have joined us tonight, for which I thank you very much. The Melbourne Storm 24-22 victors over the Panthers. Made a command. My whole pregame was just completely bollocked on the back of that performance. Nathan Cleary left the field injured. We need to keep an eye on that. There is Nathan. His chin is literally poking out from his hoodie as he talks to his dad there. It'll be very interesting. That could be huge implications on the premiership charge. Really, really could be. All right, Wasted World of Sports, thank you so much for your company here. As always, I very much appreciate it. If you don't mind sticking around for just like 30 seconds or 60 seconds, another minute or so, we'll play some ads just so the channel can get some kickback. A little kickback for doing what we do. So, yeah, it'd be nice. You don't have to. I'm not going to know either way, am I? And for those who are on Discord, yeah, Discord, because, oh, God, I tell you, Discord chats can get pretty random. So, we'll see. We'll see where tonight leads. All right, thank you so much, everyone. As I always say, support is not expected, but very much appreciated. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow for Friday Night Footy here on the Wasted World of Sports. Cheers.
Welcome to the Wasted World of Sports, where the game's just a backdrop for drunken retorts. Rugby league or union, it's all fair play, but it's the banter that steals the show. Hey, 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 hey. Ahoy, we're here to make some noise. It's all about the laughs, the fun, and the joys. Join us in our world where the banter is prime. Wasted World of Sports, we're having a good time. Whoa, 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 the jokes and take pants last from the kickoff to the final whistles blow. We'll take the 2 and we're ready to go. We're here to make some noise. It's all about the laughs, the fun and the joys. Join us in our world where the banter is prime. Wasted world sports, we're having a good time. We break down the plays, but it's all in jest. With a laugh and a cheer, we bring out our best. No serious analysis, no expert critiques. Just a bunch of mates sharing plenty of drinks. We'll raise a load, sideline jokes to post-match tales. All big goofs and their big fails. We're not so serious and that's our style. With each ahoy, we raise our skies. Ahoy, ahoy, we're here to make some noise. It's all about the laughs, the fun and the joys. Join us in our world where the banter is prime. Wasted world sports, we're having a good time. So come along and join our sporty crew, where the banter's always fresh and the laughs are true. Oh, wasted world of sports, here's to our cheer. We'll see you on the pitch and drink some beer.